Welcome to another episode of Heisenberg Gaming. My name is Heisenberg, and today I have some sort of a special video for you. I was checking Twitter today, and suddenly I saw a post from the Supercell account, and apparently Stefan Engblom is a game designer at Supercell, and he is attending the Game Developers Conference, as you can see in this slide. It's probably the first slide of his presentation deck. And I thought, let's have a look at this presentation of Stefan, because it's really interesting, and it caught my attention because I studied interaction design, so I've also been making games back in my school years. I developed all kinds of things with the Quake engine and all kinds of first-person shooter games. I designed levels, and it was always a lot of fun, but I never got into the game development myself. I made some small games at other job I worked at, but never big games like Clash Royale or whatever kind of games they're out there. So I wanted to have a look at this slide deck, and yeah, it's interesting how Supercell and these game designers think about developing an interesting and deep game like Clash Royale. So first we have this first slide, like we can read the comments. Here we're about to start, hashtag GDC 17, so that's from this website, is the Game Developers Conference. So if you want to take a look, it's gdconf.com, and you can see who are there at the moment. So gaming is big, like Supercell is like a $10 billion company, so it's huge, and so there are many game developers out there. So let's get back to the slide. Oh, and one more thing, like next week, like a week from now on Thursday, I will be flying to the United States. I will be going to this festival, South by Southwest. It's just the best festival I've ever been at. It's just awesome. They have like all kinds of different themes. They have 3 themes, like main themes. Like here's the festival. You have interactive, film, music, and comedy. I didn't even check like comedy. This will be my 4th or 5th year I'm going. But the main reason I'm going there is because of interactive, because I am in the world of online marketing, and this is like my job, and I want to learn more from other inspirational people. So I will be focusing on interactive. But there is a lot more. Like I have a platinum badge, so I can visit everything I want. I can check film, and I can check music. So for instance, there are so many world premieres for film. Like I've seen so many actors in real life. It's just awesome. So this year I will be seeing like a lot of new actors again. People will like presenting their new movies, lots of world premieres. It's just awesome. You will be sitting in the theater with the actual actors. It's like crazy, and before the film starts they will explain a little bit what the film is about. So it's really super cool. And yeah, if you have the opportunity to ever visit South by Southwest, you really should do it. It's fantastic. So, and I'll be seeing the final boss there. He's actually living in Austin, Texas, and that's where the festival is held. So I will be meeting him in it. I hope we can do some sort of collaboration there. I don't know. I have to check it out with him, but we already talked a little bit about it. But he also will be going to South by Southwest, so that will be the first Clash Royale player I will be meeting there. So that is super nice. But back to the Supercell presentation at the Game Developers Conference. So this was the first slide. We're gonna make it a little bit smaller here, and we're gonna read what they are saying here. So they start off here. Our game developer Stefu's GDC 17 talk on designing a healthy meta game is starting in 15 minutes, and we're live tweeting it. Hashtag GDC17 meta. So I'm scrolling a little bit up here. Stefu is a game designer in the Clash Royale team. He's working on card balancing, game economy, and system design. So that's really cool. And what else is he doing? Here, how many of you here have not played Clash Royale? Just a few hands rise. You should try it. It's a free game. So yeah, we of course have tried it many times. Even the basic cards have many attributes. It's nice to have many things to tweak, but harder for balancing even mathematically. So yeah, I can imagine if we have like 70 cards at the moment, that's like insane. So here they have a slide that's talking about a common card. So it's the relationship between cards is the same despite their upgrade level. So this is an example of a normal card, so common card, and yeah, it shows you some interesting stuff. But we continue to the next slide here. Upgrade levels. Here we have this slide. So we have the common cards, of course, rares, epic, and legendary cards. And here they have like an example of the tournament cap. Here cards, rarities, and upgrade levels are equal based on this metrics. So it's sometimes a little bit hard to read on my actual screen, so I have to look to my left, I think, for you to the right to have a better look at the text. Here, the more rare the card, the more spicy they are, more features and special mechanics. So here, goals of balancing a healthy metagame. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Here, healthy metagame, fun, variety, and freshness. The ultimate goal is having a healthy metagame. All right, next. I didn't find a dictionary definition for metagame, but for us it means the following cards combination strategies that the community large have found most effective. We all know, of course, what a meta deck is. Like everybody is like tired of the meta, and then you have like meta of the beatdown deck, and we had like the Goisen deck like back in the days, with giant poison decks that and when poison was overpowered, so now it's balanced and we don't have that. So I think meta decks are like almost dead at the moment, so I think Supercell did a very good job there. Let's see here, cards combination and strategies that the community large have found most effective. So the key here is the community. We don't create the meta game, but we use balancing to steer the meta game. So that's interesting. And here we have, instead of perfect, we have something in between. Sure, it's like an ideal state, but there's so many tastes. So here we have this slide from Supercell. Next is metagame is like a diet. So this slide will be unhealthy, healthy. So unhealthy is fun, variety, and freshness. And if it's all in the red or even orange area, people are not really happy with it. So I still think that the Royal Giant is like a little bit OP, but on the other hand, you can also counter it. But still, I see so many people using the Royal Giant. So I don't know what will happen with this card. We'll see in the future. Here, key principles. Number one, make everything feel overpowered, like comparing chess, super balanced, to the Marvel characters. Each card needs to have a moment. There needs to be enough situations where the card can bring huge positive value. P.E.K.K.A is a really overpowered card, makes huge damage. However, there is enough cards to counter her. Like we all know that P.E.K.K.A is strong. Here we have the slide. Counter cards have also counters to them. Counters act also as a safety net. So, next slide. Here we have elite barbarians were introduced as a very overpowered, but the community found the counter cards that already existed in the game. So, here we have the elite barbarians are very, very OP. We all remember that, of course. And here we have key principle number 3: make new cards meaningful. Goals: fun, variety, freshness. Monetization as a goal is not good for the long term. So, although Supercell is making a ton of money, they still don't have that as their main goal. And I think that's really smart how they do it, because they only have like 4 games. Can you imagine? It's a $10 billion company in worth, and they only have 4 games. That really says something about the way they build their game at really high quality, high standard. It's never good enough. It's just amazing. So that's why so many people play Supercell games, because the quality is just outstanding. All right, here, making it meaningful comes through trying to fill a gameplay gap. Here we have another, what's the text here? For example, the Ice Spirit, at the time there was just the skeletons as a 1 elixir card. Ice Spirit has a similar feature to Zap. So, it's interesting slides, cool graphics here. So let's see, try to fill a gameplay gap. Next, principle number 4. Keep old cards meaningful when rebalancing. You need to stay true to the soul of the card. That's true. And here, balancing is a continuous effort. We decided on a monthly cadence. At first the players were uncertain, but then appreciated. So next, metagame needs time to evolve. It's a balance between a crutch versus frustration. More principles. Nerfs are better than buffs. Buffs create more positivity and affect cards not used. Community is important. Managing expectations, give reasons, background, and context of the rebalances. So Tim is like the community manager at Supercell for the game Clash Royale. I don't know if he does other games, but I know he's doing Clash Royale, and I think he's doing a great job. He does all the social media, and I think it's like a full-time job with all the millions of players of Clash Royale. So communication is important. So I think it's really that's really true. Currently, we have 70 cards in the game. How to decide what to rebalance, and listening to the players and using data, but ultimately the decision is made by intuition. You need to know your game. Here, which cards to rebalance, players, data, intuition. All right, we continue. By following the community, you get the player's pulse. Especially as a game matures, the developers are no longer the best players in the world. Be humble, listen to the players. I think that Supercell does that quite well, and I think that's a really good thing. Here, All the way back at the beginning, we had the first event from Supercell. We all remember the Jason deck. And Jason won our first esports tournament. His deck was unique. You can see the effects of esport on the right. Now, this is really amazing. Look at these graphs. It's just amazing. And I know, like, I remembered, like, the usage of this deck was just skyrocketing. I think this deck is still good. If you look at it, like with the Giant, the Minion Horde, the Elixir Collector, Barbarians, Hawk, Archers, Arrows, and the Spear Goblin. Really good deck. Really balanced. And I remember how, like, all kinds of players were like 3 crowns in the middle of a tournament. It was just sensational. I wonder what happened to Jason. All right, we continue with this is what we use for balancing. What do players use and how do they win? So you have use rate and win rate. Use rate is the percentage of battles where a player owned the card and used it. Win rate is the percentage of battles where a player used this card and won. So, use rate over win rate. Use rate tells the state of the meta game and show what the players see in the game. Win rates show sleeper cards. But these are not necessarily the best metrics for every game. You need to know your game and find the most suitable ones. And we go to the next 9 billion possible decks. Can you imagine? Like, we're just scratching the surface of the tip of the iceberg. It's just amazing. Look at this. What is a good use rate? 70 cards, 8 per deck, 9,440,350,920 possible decks. Average use rate 11.4%. Amazing. Cards have different natures to them. Their type, their prince, their spiness. Their spiciness. Here, target, user rate, card type, main attack or direct damage, spiciness, bread and butter or spicy. Yeah, I think the X-Bow is a spicy card. It's hard to handle, but if you're really good at it, it's really cool. And it's always weird when you see somebody place it in the arena. It's all, oh my goodness, it's the X-Bow. It's a spicy card. Alright, spicy cards are important. They keep it fun and exciting. Low use rate, but a pretty high win rate. Needs skill to use. You need to understand the advantage. You need to understand the advanced concept. What are the players doing? You learn constantly. There's quite a few. We need to know our games. So here, understand advanced concepts. Elixir advantage, defense and counter push, multi-lane pushing, card interactions, deck archetypes, opening moves, deck cycles, spell baiting, troop kiting, pros and cons of flying. We go to the next slide here. Those were the topics, but the eternal quest continues. It's a nice graphic here, like some sort of map. Really nice graphics. And here is like the last slide of the presentation of the references, resources, and inspiration used in this presentation. So I'm not gonna read all that, although we have GDC Talks, like here. Rob Pardo is a very well-known game developer at Blizzard, and well, you can pause the video if you wanna read more of it, or check Supercell's Twitter account to check out the slide deck yourself. Alright, and last comment here. We only scratched the surface, so here's a bunch of great resources. And this pretty much covers it. Thank you, question time. And what's in this here? Make everything feel overpowered. Everything needs a counter. Make new cards meaningful. Keep old cards relevant. Keep on rebalancing. Buffs are nicer than nerfs, and that's the healthy metagame. Fun, variety, freshness, and we all do this with players' intuition and data. And I think that is it here. How many people are in your balancing team? Well, it's just me. It's just Stefan. Next one, but it's a team effort. The whole team gives card ideas and participates in balancing. And the last here, before rebalancing, we post the stat changes explicitly and explain our reasonings online for the players. So that is also the last posts from Supercell about this presentation, and all the way going back to the first one. Where is it? Yeah, this is it. So Stefan Engblom, he doesn't have like a Twitter account, but I think he told some interesting stuff. Like what I think is really interesting is the amount of decks you can make in this game. It's like 9 billion. Really? Oh my goodness. Like this week I've been doing videos, and every single day I've been doing a new deck, so I have to do like 9 billion plus episodes to cover all decks, and Supercell's like constantly adding new cards, so I will not be able to handle and make episodes on every single deck. So if I find an interesting deck, I will make a video about it, or I take another subject to make the episode about. So thanks so much for watching. This is a somewhat different video. I hope you liked it. And now somebody is drilling in the wall. But thanks for watching. I hope to see you soon in the arena or in the next video. Until that time, bye bye.